Hey everybody, great to see you. I guess it's that time again. I mean, we just wrapped up one of our giveaways, and it's so fun. I still have cards that I need to get in the mail. So to Brandon Jensen, Julie Farnham, and who was my third winner? Brandon. Who was my third? Oh, Robert, commenting collector. Commenting collector. Well, it's hard to get out. Congratulations, y'all. That was very fun. Some of my favorite cards were taken in round one, but it's time to do another one. Another chance to win one of these awesome baseball movie themed cards done by Reindeer Studios. Skaght is awesome. I love these cards. I bought these with the intention of gifting them to the community and just trying to find fun ways to do it. And I thought the first VR contest was fun. We're going to do something a little different this time. But I wanted to show you real quick what is on the line. Just like last time, there will be 3 winners. So you have a good chance. Maybe that one I dropped. It's okay. It's top loaded. You're good. I'll pick it up in a second. I was thinking today that it's almost May. I'm doing this on the 30th. And this year has just flown by. And a lot of times I think we don't stop to think about all the wonderful things that are going on in our lives because the squeaky wheel gets the attention, you know what I mean? So it's like the things that aren't going well that require your attention is what you tend to focus on, and we don't always take a moment to think about everything that's going right. I've always said that the YouTube community, no matter whatever niche it was, whether it's the comic book community, the coin community, the collecting cards, baseball, football, hockey, non-sports cards, all those little communities that I enjoy, or just people who like to do crafting and metal detecting, and I think there's a lot of crossover there, and the comic books, and I think it's awesome because I think it's fun when people get into multiple things, and I nerd out about all sorts of stuff, but I've always said that it's YouTube community has been great for my blood pressure because it gets me away from watching the news all day, and the news just makes me angry. And I've fallen into the trap again. The news has been crushing me, and it doesn't matter what station you're watching, what broadcast you're watching. All they talk about is just the worst stuff ever. Everything is the worst. Like, depends on what side of the aisle you're on. Like, everything's the worst or everything is the greatest. And I get tired of it. It's awful. We were joking the other day about about me running for president. I'd never make it because I think everything is sensationalized too much, and I think there's too much partisan. I think, not to go on a rant, but you have your deep left and your deep right, and I think they get all the attention just like your squeaky wheel. But I think most of us are somewhere in the middle. You have your blue, your red, and I think the rest of us are varying shades of purple. And I think that's okay. I think it's okay to disagree with somebody. And I just think that we've gotten away from being kind. I think that there's a lot of kindness in this community, and I love that. It warms my heart to see all the AOKs and the shout outs and people getting on lives, and even if they're ribbing each other, having a good time, I think that's what's part of it, and I find that appealing, and I just think as a society, especially if you just watch the news all day, all we do is terrible things. All we do is argue and yell and scream and fight and just do horrible things to each other and to ourselves. And I don't think that's the majority of us. I just think those are the exceptions that get put on TV and get for everybody to watch. And what I'm afraid of is especially with social media, is not only does the hate and just unkindness get all the attention, but it almost seems like it's encouraged. I know it sounds weird, but like if I showed you a video of a puppy, chasing a butterfly, that might get 1 million views, which would be amazing. So I'm just using this as an example. But if I showed some people being just ugly to each other, just being awful things, that'd probably get 20 million views. So I think it's almost like whoever's putting that stuff out there is incentivized to do so. I just think I don't know. I don't know. It makes me sad. And so going back to what I'm doing, and that's kind of where my head was at, why I got to this process. I'm just showing you my thought process. What I'm going to ask you to do is to do the exact opposite of what the news talks about on both sides. So it does. I don't want to know your political affiliation. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm just not even getting into that aspect of it. I think that this community is so wonderful to each other that I want to celebrate that. And so that's what this is going to be all about, is celebrating the kindness in the community. So here's how you can get into this drawing. Again, 3 winners, even the one I dropped earlier, is up for grabs. So what I'd like you to do is, and this isn't only for the content creators, I know the last one was, so this will be a little modification. So what I'd like you to do is to shout out somebody in the community, whatever niche you're into, again, comic books, coins, whatever it is. I would like you to shout them out either in the comments or in a VR and talk about something very kind that they did for you that either made your day or touched your heart, or just something that they did that was very kind, maybe unexpected, just something that really put a smile on your face. Because I think those videos should get more play. We should be celebrating the kindness and the positivity in the world. And I think this I've said it before, that if the world was as kind as our little community, it would be a much better place. And so let's celebrate that with this. So if you don't make content, that's fine. Throw in a comment down below. Just make sure to tag whomever you're talking about. But what community member did something amazing? What did they do? Here, I'll do one right now. Doug over at DontTalktoRobots gave the 3 Good Nerds our very first shout out when we were a brand new channel, and it was like a huge catapult into the community. I was brand new. I didn't really know what I was doing. I hadn't made any real friends yet. I was brand spanking new, and so by doing that shout out and then having people come over and say, "Hey, I'm so-and-so, this is who we are," and great video, and then I started conversations and hooking up with other great people, and that really started my little footprint in YouTube, which has expanded to countless wonderful people that I've met and have enjoyed through this process. And really, I can't say that I wouldn't have gotten there at some point, but it wouldn't have been the nitrous boost that Doug gave me with his shout out. It really, it was also eye-opening, because I wasn't 100% sure what I was getting into. I didn't really know how wonderful this community was. So it really just kind of, put a spotlight on us, and I started so many relationships right then and there, just all because of a silly little shout out. He happened to pick me out of a hat, or however he picked that year. And so that was, I'll always be grateful to Doug over at Don't Talk to Robots for that shout out. So is there something like that, or maybe it's awesome, or a random act of kindness, or maybe you met somebody, maybe you're having a hard time and somebody really offered you some words of encouragement that meant a lot to you. Maybe it's something that didn't happen necessarily in front of everybody, and it was an email or a text message or something like that. You can be creative. You know what was special to you, and so if you're not a content creator, go ahead and feel free to just throw it in the comments, and I will ship all over the world. I don't want to exclude anybody. So, yeah, who in the community, whichever YouTube community it is, meant so much to you? What did they do? And just tag them. Now, if you do make videos, I'll give you 2 entries. So 1 entry for a comment if you want to do a video shouting out that person and let's share some of the joys. Let's talk about the things that really matter, the things that make us happy, make life a better place, not just the awful things that you see in the news every single day. So if you make a video, make sure to tag that person, tag me. If you're just doing a comment down below, tag that person too, so they know what an impact they had on you. Maybe it was something they didn't even think about. Like, oh, I found this card. I know so-and-so collects this card, and they just threw it in the mail, and you got it. You're like, you know what? I was having an awful day, and this made my day, whatever it is. And make sure to tag them. I'm going to have this running through May 23rd. It's a Friday. It's my son's birthday. It's also the last day of school. So I'm like, hey, that's going to be a great day. So great day to end it. So you have plenty of time to get in there. Plus, I don't know that there are a ton of VRs going on right now, so hopefully you have time to do it. Again, all these great Skaght over at Reindeer Studio cards. He doesn't just do these. He does lots and lots of baseball players. He does an absolutely amazing job. And if you haven't gone over there, go check him out. He's got an Etsy store. That's where I picked these up. He also has t-shirts, all sorts of fun stuff, and original art as well, not just the reprint cards. But these are all short prints. They're all numbered, so super fun. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or throw a question in the comments. And I hope you have fun with this. And hey, Doug, if you're watching this, thanks, buddy. Bye.